hello. Can I hear myself on Twitch? I can. Can I hear myself on YouTube? Yep, everything seems to be working, so I can switch scenes. Where is my scene? My scene is here, and hello. Hello, Knos. Hello, Jit. And wait a second, I need to translate what you wrote because I still can't speak Russian. So, yeah, wait just a quick second. And where is it? There. Okay. You only understand the language of the sword. Well, so the blood will flow. So the blood will flow. My boneless tongue will become iron to speak. To speak. You only understand the language of the sword. Well. Ah! Okay. That's the translation I got from it. Sounds like either a poem or something that a character would say in a game or a TV show, or maybe even a movie. But I don't know. Was that a quote or something like that? And I'm sure you much appreciated my perfect read of that, right? It was an absolute perfect voice acting on my part. Oh, it's a song. Okay, I see. Whose song is this, though? I have to admit I do not recognize these lyrics. But how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Slaughter to Prevail Viking. Viking is a group? I did not know that. Is this from a TV show called Vikings, or is it something else entirely? No, from what I can see, it's something else entirely. Viking is an actual group. I see. I do not know of them. But interesting. I like the lyrics, though, even though I'm guessing it sounds probably much better with a proper translation. I don't think that Google Translate did justice to this song. But you know what? It's better than nothing. At the very least, I could understand what was written. But yes, hello. How are you doing? How are you liking the Reverse 1999 story? Because I believe yesterday you were planning on continuing with the story. I hope it was good. I am going to start Reverse next week. Basically, what I decided to do was to dedicate 1 week per game, more or less, at this point, because it is taking me a bit of time to complete all the stories and stuff like that. And since I enjoy taking my time to complete these things, I decided, yeah, this week is going to be Wuthering Waves. Today we are doing Act 3. And for now, I'm taking it as if we were going to complete Act 3 today, but I have no idea. Maybe we'll have to split Act 3 into several streams. And by several, I mean probably 2 streams at most, so maybe we'll finish Act 3 tomorrow. Otherwise, if we do finish Act 3 today, tomorrow will probably be dedicated to either Carlotta's story or something along those lines. And then next week, we'll spend the entire week in Reverse 1999 and do the entire story. This will probably take me a couple of streams at the very least. And on top of that, we might even do Andronala's story, because I think that Andronala has a story. So we might do that next week, but we'll probably dedicate the entire week to that, except for Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the Saturday afterwards, next week. We'll have an all the end games type of stream as we usually have, and it will also be a kind of pulling session with whatever pulls I have. I mean, on Reverse's stream on next Wednesday, I am going to pull for Andronala. Just because she is a broken character. By the way, I was wrong. She's not supposed to be a support. She's actually more of a sub DPS, apparently. But she has some supportive capabilities as well, so I don't really understand her kit all that well. We'll see. But at the end of the day, she is a limited character, so she is broken, as are all limited characters. So I will be pulling for her next Wednesday. And then on Saturday, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that, I may be pulling for Miyabi, because afterwards Miyabi's banner on ZZZ is going to just be gone. I'm just waiting to save up for my last couple of 10 pulls. I have one saved and I need another to guarantee getting a 5-star character in that game. So we'll probably do that next, the Saturday after this one. And I may also pull for Sitlali, because why not? I have a couple of 10 pulls saved in Genshin after pulling for Malwika, so I might just go for Sitlali as well. And I think that will be it, right, in terms of pulling. I may change things, we'll see. But yeah. Not STP is group. Slaughter to Prevail is the group. Viking is the name of the season. I see. Oh, interesting. I read that backwards then. Slaughter to Prevail. That is quite the violent name, if I may say so. It's a very violent name in my opinion, but why not? I mean, to be fair, Vikings are often depicted as violent, although in this case Viking is only the song, but the song goes really well with the name of the group, to be fair. I went through only 8 parts of the story. I see. Was those 8 parts good thus far? Usually, main chapters have anywhere between 20 to 30 parts, so I guess you're either at 1/3 or halfway. No, not halfway there. 1/4 or 1/3 of the way there. But I hope it's a good story. I've heard mixed reviews, not from the launch in global, but from the launch on CN. A lot of people who play CN on CN servers were kind of unhappy with the way the Brazilian culture was portrayed. I myself am not Brazilian, so honestly, it won't really make that much of a difference for me because I don't have the knowledge to be able to say whether or not it is well portrayed or not. But I am still curious to learn more about the story, especially because this is the start of Reverse 2.0's arc of main story, I guess, if we'll call it that. On a limited account, in 140 pulls, I got P1 Andronala and Medicine Pocket. So you did lose 150-50, but you must have gotten some earlies in there. Because the pity in that game is 70, if I'm not mistaken, which means that you could only get to 2 pities at most with 140 pulls. So if you have had 3 characters, because you got 1 Andronala, 1 Medicine Pocket, 1 Andronala again, so that's 3. So yes, you did have the chance, or you were lucky enough to get 3 characters in those 140 pulls. But does that mean that you only have Andronala? Well, you have Medicine Pocket, I mean. But since it's supposed to be a limited account only, or limited character account only, does that mean that you are going to use Andronala alone? How are you going to play these things? Because you started your limited character account quite late. So you don't have Junyang or Lucy, if I'm not mistaken. So right now, the only limited character you have on that account would be Andronala. So that would be a very tiny team, I guess. I don't really know who you're supposed to pair Andronala with. Maybe Lucy, maybe other characters. Honestly, I have no idea. Now, we'll have to look up on Pridewin if they have updated their guides. No, I'll use everyone I have. I just only pull the limited characters. Okay. So yeah, if you lose a 50-50 or something like that, you will, like for instance, Medicine Pocket, you are going to use her. Use them, sorry. To be fair, Medicine Pocket is a fairly decent healer, so hopefully she will be useful to you. By the way, I saw that you could get I believe it is a random, I don't know actually if it is a random 6-star character you don't own. There is something like that. There is some kind of event going on there. I'm not entirely sure because well, to be fair, I did not read properly. I will admit to that. But I believe we are getting a free 6-star character that we do not own. But I don't know if you can select them or if it's random. Either way, I'm wondering if you selected your character already and if you have them. And I believe we are also getting a 5-star character for free. And On the 5-star character, I do believe we can select them. Yes, we can. From memory, I could tell. I remember seeing the screen. So I guess maybe for the 6-star characters, we might also be able to select them. I hope that's the case because I would really, really get Vila if at all possible. If I can select her, I will select her immediately. If I can't select her, then I will just pray to all the gods that I get Vila because she's the one character I really want at the moment. Check you. Can you check my team on Discord in Wuthering Waves? Yep, just give me a second so that I can launch Discord and I will see that right away. On my main account, I pulled 10 from 30 to 40 and got on 31 Centurion and on 36 Anjanala. God damn. You're very lucky. I will say that. Because I think, wait, was it in Wuthering? Wait, no. It was on Genshin Impact. Yeah, your pulls for Mavuika and Sitlali were also very lucky. Usually you even though you sometimes lose 50-50s, you seem to at least get early characters and stuff like that. Wuthering Waves, what did you send me? You have these characters. I showed the characters I have too. Okie dokie. Okay, so these are the characters you have in Wuthering Waves. Okay, you have Verena. Verena is a very good what do you call that, support. So you should definitely play with her. I mean, if you want to, of course, my advice is play however you want. But if you're concerned with meta characters and stuff like that, Verena is definitely one of the best supports. The best support at the moment is probably the Shorekeeper, but she's a limited character and you can't get her at the moment. But Verena is right behind her. So Verena is definitely a character you should play. She has incredible buffs and stuff like that. Yang Yang and Moritefi. Moritefi is good with Jian, if you ever get the chance to get Jian. I don't really know much about how Yang Yang is played. I don't know much about her kit. I don't remember it. Let's see. Dungeon is interesting to play, but she's very difficult. Dungeon being the redheaded girl that is not Chishia. You have 3 redheads in your character pool. You have Mortefi, Dungeon, and Chishia. Chishia is a character that you meet in the story, so you should know her. Dungeon is not a character you meet, so you should be able to recognize her. Dungeon is a Havoc character. She deals a decent amount of damage. She has an interesting playstyle, but also a very dangerous playstyle because, unfortunately, to play her, you have to lose HP. That's how she's played. And that means that you have to dodge properly and counter properly, otherwise your dungeon is going to die. But she dishes out a fair bit of damage. You can play Havoc Rover with Dungeon once you get Havoc Rover, because right now I can see that you only have Spectro Rover. But you will get other variations of the rover through the story, of course. Once you get your hands on Havoc Rover is a very good damage dealer / quick swap character, but Spectre Rover is kind of a jack of all trades. With sequences or constellations, if you want to call them that, you can play him as a type of support with some healing capabilities and a nuke in his burst, kind of. No, you can't choose the character, you'll get it at random. God damn it, not that. Because there are so many characters that I don't have, so... I mean, yeah, I guess I will just pray to all the gods that I get the character I want. Hopefully it will be Vila. Now, I will do that next Wednesday once we play through a reverse. I will do my pulls for Anjanala and get the 6-star characters for free. And the 5-star character, I honestly don't know who to choose because I have all of them, most of them at Portrait 5. Yes, P5. That's where I get them. I got them. So yeah, I don't really know for the 5 stars, but for the 6-star, all I can do is pray, I guess. By the way, when I got back into the game, I was like surprised at the free 10 pulls in the banner. I got Lucy with this free pulls. Wait, what? You got Lucy? But the banner is... I mean, Lucy is not supposed to be there. How did you get Lucy? I didn't even know she was limited. I mean, yeah, Lucy is supposed to be limited, so you're not supposed to be able to get her outside of her banner, and her banner is already gone. In 1.9. Oh, you meant that way. Okay. Now I understand. Yes, they seem to be giving a free 10 pull for the limited banners. I don't remember if they did that for June Youngja, but they definitely did for Lucy, and you confirmed it as well. And I saw that they did that for Andronala as well. So they tend to give a free 10 pull specifically for the limited character banner, which is really nice. Honestly, in general, Reverse, or rather Blue Park, the company behind Reverse, they are very generous in their game, and we get a lot of different things. So you can pretty much always get the characters you want if you save enough. But I mean, of course, there is still that question of saving, but usually you can get the characters you want. To be fair, right now, I think the last character I pulled for was probably Lucy, I think. Most likely. I don't remember whether Kakania or Lucy came first. Oh, yes, no. Lucy came first, then Kakania. And I first pulled for Lucy at least one copy, and then I went for P3 Kakania. And afterwards, I don't think I have tried any pulls. Maybe a random pull on Jay and Tuesday's banners, maybe. And even then, I'm not entirely sure. But other than that, I haven't pulled all that much, and I managed to save up over 200 pulls, I think. To be fair, I am not free to play in Reverse. I do buy the monthly pass thingy. The Roaring Jukebox, that's the Battle Pass. I don't buy the Battle Pass anymore in Reverse. But the monthly subscription thingy is something that I do buy in Reverse, and I managed to save up over 200 pulls from Kakania's banner. Oh, but wait, to be fair, Kakania's banner was probably... that was 2 patches ago, so yeah, I have had time to save. Okay, let's be fair. I have had time to save. But yeah, next Wednesday, I will try to get Andronala. I will get at least one copy. I can guarantee her, I'm sure of it, since I have 200 pulls saved. But if at all possible, I would like to save these pulls because I would like to take my Kakania to P5. I know I keep repeating that, and I'm praying to all the gods that I manage to get a Kakania rerun banner, a solo rerun banner. That would be best, in my opinion. I don't like the double rerun banners in Reverse, like where you have 2 characters in a single banner and you can get either of them. I feel like that's not great, in my opinion. So hopefully I can get my Kakania to P5. Hopefully I can get a Vila as well. That would be lovely. If I can get a Vila, my Kakania will become invincible. Like literally. That would be awesome. That would be really, really the perfect team for me, in my opinion. Although, to be fair, I don't think my Kakania needs Vila. It's just for safety measures, I suppose. Anyway, I am going to launch Wuthering Waves in the meantime, while I keep yapping, because today we are going through Act 3 of the game. Hopefully we'll manage to finish it today. If not, we'll finish it tomorrow. No big deal. But I am very curious about it because thus far the Wuthering Waves story in Renesita has been really, really interesting, in my opinion. It got me excited and intrigued by everything. And we've got also some lore drops or tiny details that we could connect to one another, which is always something that I enjoy. I got Shamaine. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. Shamaine, I think, is how you pronounce it, but I may be wrong. I got Shamaine on my main account and 6 on limited account. You know what? These are good characters, honestly. I believe Shamaine is a good debuffer, and 6 is a good both. 6 both buffs and debuffs. So both of them are actually good pulls. So congratulations, I think. You could play 6 with Lucy, for instance. I believe you have Lucy on your main account, I think. So you could play 6 with her. Oh, never mind. 6 is on the limited account. My bad. I mean, I guess you could play 6 with Andronala, maybe. I don't really know if they're what do you call that? Their kit synergized as well. That's a good question. But all around, I mean, most characters in reverse are usually pretty good. There aren't any characters like I'm sorry to say this, but there aren't any characters like Dia, for instance, where her kit is really subpar in comparison to other characters in Genshin. Whereas in reverse, I don't think that there are any characters like that where the kit is really subpar. Like all the characters are pretty good. Either they are decent and can be used fairly easily, or they are just plain very good characters in general. The game has been launched, so that means that I can switch scenes. By the way, I have to switch that. And what do I need? I need OBS to switch scenes. The scene is here, and to Wuthering Waves we go. There we go. Perfect. Then I have to grab back all of my windows so I can see everything that I need to see. Perfect. This should be it. And I think we should be good to go. Yay! Now then, where were we with Wuthering Waves? An excellent question. Right. So we got separated from Carlotta because she went and pretended to miss the bullet against us because she was being coerced by Priest Alessio to kill us. But she feigned not being able to aim at us for some reason, or rather to play his game, I suppose. And we got separated from her. Then we went towards that bridge, I think. But on that bridge, we got attacked by a dragon. And then we somehow ended up somewhere over there, I think. Maybe? Or somewhere there. I don't remember. Either way, somewhere around here. And we met Rochia. For Rochia? I think it's Rochia. Hopefully it's Rochia. They will probably hear her name again. But yeah, we met Rochia. We met with Brent as well. Rochia, it was the first time we were meeting her for real, because the last time we saw her, she was in her box, so we couldn't actually see her. And what did you write? What is that question? Stream? Stream? Why did you write stream ? Did my stream die? Or is it something else? I'm curious. I will need a bit more detail on that. On what you are trying to tell me, because right now I can't decipher it, unfortunately. But yes, we met Brent and Rochia on this island. We learned that the what do you call that? We learned that the what do you call that? The Pilgrim Sail is basically a way to banish people from Renesita under the guise of redemption and stuff like that. Basically, the Order is pretending to send people on the redemption path, where in fact they are actually sending them towards death, basically, because they all end up in this very strange island, which is why you can see broken ships like this one and many others here. This is where they end up. So yes, once again, we have a religious institution that is very much corrupted and using its power to murder, I will say it. They are murdering the people who may disagree with them, which is, well, quite unfortunate, but also, yeah, quite usual or typical for these kinds of institutions that have been corrupted, which is, well, A stream is a small river. Yes, that I know. So I guess you weren't talking about my stream in particular, you were talking about a river. But why are you talking about a river? Where in my sentences did I talk about a river? I am so confused. To be fair, I yap a lot, I say a lot of things, so maybe I kind of missed, but maybe I talked about a river at some point, and that's why you mentioned it. Yeah, I took too much, probably. Listen to how it's pronounced in Russian. Ah, I see. Give me just a quick second, and it's good. I guess, Ktos, you're telling me that the stream is good, that there is no problem with it? Rochio. Ah, I see. It sounds like Rochia, the character. Now I understand. I see. So Rochia sounds kind of like it's more of an O towards the end of stream in Russian, I mean. Whereas Rochia ends up with an A sound, whereas stream ends up with an O sound, but it is very close. Rochio. It's funny because this is not the first time that either a character's name or something that is said in the game can be very close or similar to a word in Russian. And what is that? It looks like power. Grove? Oh, I don't know which one is closer. Well, the ending of this one is closer, but the other one had the ch sound in the middle, whereas this one is more of a sh sound. And by this one, I mean the grove, apparently, because that's what... wait. Roshia. That means grove, apparently, in Russian. So yeah, we would have to mix stream and grove to get Roshia's name. I think. I will have to listen to however she pronounces her name again whenever we get her. But yeah, that was basically the beginning of Act 3, because I couldn't end the last stream yesterday after Act 2, because I had Rogia in my team, and the game would not let me teleport away with her in my team. So I advanced a bit of the story. So this is not actually the start of Act 3, but we are still at the very beginning. Let's call it that. Now, we also met, yes, when we met with Brent, he had saved some sailor from the Pilgrim Sail, who ended up ashore here. And he had some other people who apparently went all the way up there, because you're supposed to do that in order to seek redemption from the gods, or at least that's what the people of the order are telling. Which, let's be honest, it's probably not the case. They are not going to find God over there. I feel like this is probably where they'll find the dragon that attacked us on the bridge, and this is where they are going to die, which is quite unfortunate. And hello Kai, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Woo wah wah woo honk honk rail rail. That's a very strange way of saying hello. Or rather, in general, it's a very strange message to write, but hello and welcome to the stream. And so, thank you for the hydrate. I am going to hydrate while we fly.
Gently does it?
There we go. We should be able to fly all the way up there. Hopefully. And the hydration has been completed. Thank you very much. I wonder what kind of animal let these bones rest like these. Like this. This is strange. It must have been some kind of very, very, very big creature. At least that's my best guess.
Incoming. Stay alert, everyone.
Rochia is back. Yay. I have to admit, I like Rochia's gameplay. It's kind of fun. It reminds me a bit of Gaming.
Mamma mia, avanti, figurati.
There you go. This was her gameplay. And honestly, it's fairly easy to understand. By the way, when do I unlock co-op? I have no idea. It's probably locked behind a union level, so the level of your account. But I don't remember what level it was. It was probably union level 20, maybe? There's somewhere along those lines, I think. Wait, I can check quickly. Wua co-op unlock. Co-op is unlocked at Union level 22. So when your account reaches level 22, you will get that. Let's see. So this is the island. Interesting. Oh wait, there is another missing part. God damn it. So I guess there is another island over there. Probably. And we still haven't gone all the way south. So there is something over here as well. Oh my, that is a lot of exploration to do for me, which is great. I love it, but still, that's a lot. And we have a cavern here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Too many caverns. This is going to be a pain. I mean, as always, I enjoy exploration, but caverns are kind of annoying. But we do have now the underground maps, so it should make things easier. Hopefully, I guess. Maybe. It's kind of annoying when you use the resonance thingy, you know, what do you call that? Do I have anything? No. But like the loot mapper, or if you're trying to find the resonance casket and stuff like that, sometimes it will show you one, but unfortunately that one is not right where you are. It's actually underneath where you are, so you have to go and find the entrance to the cavern to get to whatever thing you found.
These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
This is the only way up. Let's pick up the pace.
Wait, where do you see footprints? I guess I'll never know.
We'll improvise.
Be gone, you vexing wretches! The sacrificial arena's right there.
Ouch.
Let's take them down in one blow.
How dare you?
Avanti, figurati. Leave it to me. Perish.
I can
My
see
compliment.
a message, but it's kind of long, so I will have to wait before I can read it. There we go. Is everybody dead? Everybody's dead. Great. As I started a new account because I forgot what this game was even about, so you can delete my first account from your friends, so you will have more space. Oh, I see. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so you started a new account. Well, I mean, I guess that means that you get to experience everything again. Ah. I was trying to not look up her skirt, but look up where this thing was. And it's very high up. I do not like that. This is way too high. I'll try and get it later on, I suppose. We all know what you were trying to do. Do you, though? Do you? I feel like you are suspicious of me. Yeah. I had a feeling this would be an arena for a fight here. Well, hopefully... Wait, can I see if this guy is immune... Not immune, but resistant to cryo? Increase resistance to fusion. Oh, we're good. I don't have Shangli in this team. Great. Hopefully we will survive. Oh god. Oh no, don't tell me she thinks that the dragon is going to give her redemption or whatever.
Oh, divinity above, please have mercy on me.
God damn, the dragon is beautiful. I love this kind of like fire effect that changes color. It's kind of a gradient between blue and yellow here. Honestly, this design is awesome. I love it. It still reminds me of the dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! But still, a very beautiful design. In general, I really like the designs of the enemies in Wuthering Waves.
Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter how harsh the punishment, I'll take it. Even if...
Even if you're going to die. She has very pretty eyes. But so does the dragon, and tell me we saved her.
Even if it means death?
Oh, Brent saved her. Hello there.
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Oh, well, I did not anticipate that. I'm okay fighting the dragon. Fighting all of these guys all at once, that might be another issue. Especially because Carlotta is better suited for one-on-one fights, like she has more single target type of DPS.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Of course, but with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
And what about me? What do I do? Do I just stay with the pretty lady?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Oh, I'm interested in his wine stash, please.
Why, aye, first mate.
Wait, do we get to see
What you've done, Dragon of Dirge.
do we get to see Brent fight? Because we don't know his kit yet, because he's not out. I suppose not. Probably not, right?
Quickly
Yeah,
and
no.
swiftly.
Ouch. Okay. Oh god. Wow. Okay, that was a lot of damage in
Leave it to me.
Shit, I messed up my rotation already. I did not expect that.
Worry not.
Ouch. Oh my god, this thing is very, very aggressive.
Capture the spark.
That is insane. Oh my god. Okay, so I can target...
Ink drops.
I can target his limbs, but I'm not really interested in targeting his limbs.
A new technique. My compliments.
Okay, I need to break him. There we go. Now I can... Oh, never mind.
Still
Okay.
recognize
He
me.
might dish out some big numbers,
Glory to
but I dish
Mons
out bigger numbers. So he's dead anyways. There we go. Okay.
Leave it to me.
Wait, what am I doing? Or rather, what is the rover doing? Oh, Abby? You good? Do you want to eat? Bro is doing more damage with one ability than me with full rotation. To be fair, my characters are built and they are all level 90. Yours, at maximum, from what I saw, your Mortefi is level 40, and your other characters are not even level 40, I think, maybe? Not entirely sure. So, you have to take that into account. And on top of that, my characters have rather decent echoes, and on top of that, they all have level 9 or 10, what do you call that, talent levels. So... Of course I'm going to do a hell of a lot more damage than you. Thank God I'm doing a hell of a lot more damage than you. Imagine with all of that if I did the same amount of damage as you. That would be quite terrible. Abby, I knew you'd be okay.
Of course. You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency.
Ah, so you were just a bit sleepy after eating. Understandable.
But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up.
Yep. Do you want to eat the dragon, perhaps? That would make... I mean, it would be nice, right? That way, no more dragon, so the people are safe. And you get a great snack, I think. Probably.
As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up, but it was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately.
Is it because you left something inside the Tethys system? And that would be how we saved the Shorekeeper back then. Because we still have no answer about that. We don't really know what happened there. By the way, if you want to see my OP build for Arlecchino, you can check it on my profile. I have it on Yao Yao until I get Arlecchino. Well, I can't really see your profile right now since I'm in Wuthering Waves and not Genshin, and I can't launch both games at once. My computer can't handle it. But allow me to doubt your words, because I am used to seeing your quote-unquote OP builds, and they are not really as OP as one might think. Exercising more might help with that. No, come on. Your condition is definitely getting worse, so what's going on with you?
That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency.
Oh?
You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy?
I said that when? Exactly? I don't remember that. When did the rover say something like that? Huh. I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to think, but I can't remember when we said that or when that happened. But I suppose it's not far off what we already know in general about the rover being able to have a special connections with frequencies and stuff like that. And we know that frequencies are very much tied to emotions. So I guess it does make sense. Mihai saw it and said it was good. Ah, well. I don't know if Mihai is trustworthy though. Is he? Probably. Who knows? But as I said, I can't launch Genshin Impact right now to see your build, so this will have to wait.
Trust me, this could be our big break.
Well, fine. I suppose I can try it. Maybe we can learn why the dragon is mad. I do not like white screens like these.
A wretched soul, mourned by none.
I don't know whose voice that is, but it's a very soothing and nice voice, I will say that.
You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite. Illuminate the path of salvation.
Okay, yeah, this sounded like, what's his name, Priest Alessio, and I do believe seeing this portion here, it might be him.
Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
So, Alessio manipulated the dragon?
See? I wasn't lying.
I guess. Maybe. Probably. The Order found a way to control the dragon. Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of bad. Very bad.
Tacit Discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their end.
Which is why they attack others in order to eat or consume the frequencies of other living beings in order to make them whole again, which is something that I kind of learned recently. I probably learned it while playing the game, of course, but I relearned it recently while working on my script for my next Wuthering Waves video. So those things come in handy. Anyway, thank you for redeeming a stretch sauce. I will do just that. But of course, as usual, I have to get away from my microphone to do that. So I may not be speaking, but I will let the dialogue run.
Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food.
Hey, that's what I said.
The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless tacit discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should.
Ah, so yeah, they did that in order for the dragon to attack the people. So when I was saying that this pilgrim sale was a type of sacrifice, it's not just sacrifice, it is straight up execution actually.
That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
Let me sit back down. When does Verena heals? So she sometimes heals, sometimes not. She heals when she uses her burst, that's for sure, or rather her resonance liberation as it is called in this game. And she also heals, how to call that? Basically, when you look at her forte gauge, I don't remember how many notches there are there. I believe there may be up to 5, I think, or 3. I don't know, 5. I think there can be up to 5. But yeah, when you use her skill or her burst, you will fill up that gauge. You will get 1 notch on that gauge. And whenever you do a charged attack, meaning you long press left click, you will consume one of these charges and you will do the charged attack on the enemy. And that will also heal both Verena and every party member in your team. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's how she works.
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death.
Use ability and then charged attack. Yep, that's basically the gist of it, if I remember properly. Or also use resonance liberation, or well, I suppose by ability you're putting it both skill and liberation. But yeah, that would be the gist of it. That's a surefire way to heal your characters with her.
I found this during the previous battle.
One thing that is important with Verena is to unlock her major traces and build her concerto gauge as fast as possible. Usually it's rather fast with her, and then you switch to another character, and by switching to another character and getting her outro skill, you are going to buff your party, your team, and her buffs are pretty good. They will allow you to deal more damage.
It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well.
Ah, right, so the Fraxidus allowed the Order to manipulate the dragon. So you know the Fraxidus?
So you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss.
It's interesting, it seems that a lot of people know about the Fraxidus, but they don't know that other people know about the Fraxidus. It's kind of strange. Even though the Fraxidus is supposed to be very well known because they are a group of terrorists all around the world. Oh.
Our troupe usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well. That's how we first got acquainted with the Fraxidus.
I see. Well, as for us, I suppose the way we got acquainted with the Fraxidus was when, number 1, Scar kidnapped Yang Yang, and then Frolova attempted to revive the Thronodian, which was quite something, I guess. Not the greatest of memories. Do you want to see something cool in Wuthering Waves? Sure. But I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, Mihai. But hello, Mihai. Believe, yeah, these are your first words, apparently, according to StreamerBot. So, hello, Mihai. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. And sure, I don't know if it's something you want to send me on Discord or something that I have to do in-game. If it is something that I have to do in-game, it will have to wait until we are done with this conversation.
At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea.
after finishing this dialogue, go into the big church and start shooting around with Charlotte. Ah, no, I already know what you're trying to show me. It's an achievement called Atheist, right? And I already got that, not by shooting with Charlotte, but because I was trying to fly. I was trying to fly inside the church because we had just unlocked the flying abilities, right? And the flying echoes. And I ran around and climbed on top of a tower inside the church. And then I jumped in order to try and fly inside the church. That's how I unlocked that achievement. It's a very stupid achievement, but it made me laugh. It is true that I was kind of disrespecting their church, but to be fair, the order does not deserve respect because they are not nice people. I will say that at the very least. But thank you for for suggesting this to me. But yeah, I already did that on the first day, and that was just me being an idiot, I suppose.
Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met?
Yes, that would be the narwhal.
After we parted ways, we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris.
Right, we also saw it at some point during the cutscene, and I believe it was Sloth Doctor who reminded me of it yesterday.
Alas, the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
Tell him that my Arlecchino build is good. He doesn't trust me. It's not that I don't trust you, is that going by the history of things that you have shown me, I can sense a certain pattern, Ktos. But as I said, I can't take a look at your profile right now since I am in Wuthering Waves and not Genshin Impact, so if you want, you can send a screenshot on Discord, for instance.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well.
Yeah, I mean, everything so far, whenever an Echo or a Tacit Discord has been acting up, well, no, never mind Tacit Discords, they always act up. But whenever an Echo that is otherwise peaceful has been acting up, we have seen evidence that the Fraxidus was behind it. They could wreak havoc at the carnival. What if their true target is the Sentinel?
They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our Sentinel. But now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there?
Maybe.
Our troupe has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align. Remember I mentioned one of ours who once claimed the laurel? He wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel.
Who would that be?
It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits.
The only other person we know who got the laurel was Fenrico the Enlightened One, right? Which is why he is named the Enlightened One. And yet, Brent is saying that the dude is supposed to be with them, and they are fools. In other words, they are people who have been banished by the Order, sent on this so-called pilgrim sail to die, basically, which completely contradicts the story about Fenrico. Although, to be fair, Fenrico, the Enlightened One, his story in its entirety is contradicting itself, especially because we found evidence that the Enlightened One was not supposed to be a dude named Fenrico, but a blessed maiden, and Fenrico is not a maiden, and he probably is not blessed either. Oh, I guess they want me to use that thing again. Yes, okay. It is called a wing ray. Interesting. I guess this is some kind of world boss. Let me check. Is it a weekly boss? Resonator Ascension. No, so he's a regular boss. I see. Interesting. I wonder what kind of echo the dragon drops. I don't really know for sure. Now, let's grab the wind
Gently
ray
does it?
and be on our merry way. Oh, by the way, an interesting little thing. You see those blue trees? They are supposed to be glowing, so maybe it's because my game is not showing things properly at the moment because we are in wing ray mode. But these things are supposed to be glowing, except they only appear at night. Whenever you come at dawn, when the sun is about to... Hey, wait, there is a thingy that... wait, no. Well, never mind. Wait, we might be able to get it thanks to the shorekeeper.
Hey,
Let's heal a bit.
diminish.
But yeah, the thing is, the trees, they disappear in the morning. I had not planned that. Maybe I should have grabbed the gondola. Steer or board? What's the difference? Space to invite... no. E to invite a companion. E? No. What? Space.
The wind rises.
Steer. And now E. Oh, so I can go on a date with someone. Can I go on a date with the rover? I guess not. Well, that's sad. The shorekeeper is... you know what? Just because... Ride your waves. I guess it's the first time that I have invited someone on this thing. But that way we have our two waifus here. We have the waifu wife and we have the stalker wife. Oh god, why did I put both of them in the same boat? Now let's get back. Oh, and she disappeared.
Stay calm.
Let's heal a bit more. Did I break something? I guess so. Anyway, let's cross the thingy, the river, the stream, the Rochyo in Russian, if I'm not mistaken. I am probably mistaken in the way I pronounce it. There we go. By the way, I have a problem. I have to go buy ketchup, but I'm scared of outside things and these weird guys with 2 legs and 2 hands. I think they're called humans. Well, that is indeed a problem. Unfortunately, you can only work on your fear and hope to overcome it, because there are a lot of humans in this world. Did the light flicker? I wish you good luck on your endeavor, and hopefully you will manage to get your ketchup. A very important quest for you. Imagine going outside. Couldn't be me. Certainly not me either. I mean, I do go out from time to time, but whenever I can not go out, I try to avoid going out, because the outside world is a very dangerous place. It's not true. Don't fear the... no, I did not. Fudge.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world.
I did not mean to start the conversation. Because I'm supposed to take an ad break in 3 minutes and 5 seconds. God damn it. Pretty impressive.
It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
We're taking a quick ad break. See you in 3 minutes. Yeah, not just yet. And for some reason, I can't snooze the ads today. I don't really know why that is. So that's kind of annoying. I will try to finish Brent's conversation first, and then we'll take the ad break.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, If you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base.
Mr. Bardolino. So this is not Fenrico, I guess. Huh. So there are other laureates, I suppose.
Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Okay, so I am going to talk to all of them, whoever they may be. But first we are going to take the ad break, that way the ads will leave us alone. I'm going to switch to the taking a break scene, just so that I can rest my voice for a bit. It will do me some good as well. And once we are back, we will continue it. And then, Ktos, you can write in the we're taking a quick ad break. You will see it. It will happen automatically. I set up my bot to do that for me. So you couldn't write that once that happens. Let me refresh the counter here. And we'll be right back. And the ads are gone, which means that I can switch back to the game, I believe. Let me see. Yup, and... No, for some reason I'm not... Wait, am I no longer live on YouTube? What is going on? Let me refresh that just real quick to make sure that it's working fine. It is working fine, although the music may be a tad bit loud. Oh, well, I suppose let me switch scenes. There we go. No more music and more games. Let me grab all of my windows as usual. Skill issue? I mean, technically speaking, you're not wrong, I suppose. It is a audio engineering skill issue, I suppose. But to be fair to myself, I am not an audio engineer, so I do what I can. Anyway, let's get back to this, and now we can talk to everyone who is here. Hello, Brent. Who is this child?
Welcome back, Brent. I heard a lot.
Don't be afraid, Morias. They're all friends from the Troupe. People we've sailed with.
Beware, when you are clicking to move the camera, it will also move the dialogue lines along. I just wanted to show the kid who was speaking, but yeah. And that is not skill issue. That is on the game's that is the game's fault. I will say that.
You said you want to be a captain, right? Sailing has its own trials. Sea monsters, storms, whirlpools, undercurrents, you name it. When such challenges arise, you've got to trust your helm and your crew. They'll stand by you through thick and thin. And your job is to guide them safely through it all, till you reach the journey's end.
I understand. Everyone has been so good to me, always looking out for me. When I grow up, I'll be a great captain and take care of them too.
That's the spirit, kiddo. You've already got the heart of a captain, and that's no small feat. You're the captain of your own ship. Bravery like that deserves rewards. Here, take this.
Wow! Captain Sparrow's legends! Thanks, Brent.
Captain Sparrow, as in Jack Sparrow?
And can I maybe have a sip of the stuff you like to drink? The Troupe strength?
Kid, I think you were talking about alcohol, and no, no. Brent, please do not give alcohol to the child.
Well. That's a special brew for captains who face the fiercest storms. When you're ready, your own glass of Troupe strength will be waiting.
Thank God he's not trying to get the child drunk.
Really? I'll work for it.
Kids, yeah, really seem to trust you, eh? Wait, about the reverberations in the sea mist.
This
I'm
isle
curious.
is fraught with hidden threats. Many who were banished never made it to join us, claimed by the tacit discords. Their reverberations became part of the mist. Those who did make it have their own dreams to chase. Some will eventually leave to follow the call of their hearts, their silhouettes forever etched into the mist. We hope they find their promised lands. The Troupe may be a safe harbor, but it's certainly not the final destination of their journey. We honor their names and stories in our plays, passing their legacy down through the crew. Beriardi the Fire Eater, Toscanini the Night Watcher, Fernando the Fish Killer. Their stories remain vivid in my memory. One day, I'll compile them into a book, mark my words.
Now, vengeance will be yours. Sorry. Now that I hear mark my words, all I can think of is Eula. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Over the years, we've bid farewell to many, and welcomed countless new faces. Seems this cycle will never end.
I got the tower thing in Wuthering Waves, I mean the Abyss. You mean, it's called Tower of Adversity, if I'm not mistaken. And good luck with that, because it's fairly difficult in my opinion. I mean, I am a day one player, and I still can't clear the Tower of Adversity. Despite having fairly decent characters. You could call that skill issue, maybe. Probably partly a skill issue, but also whenever I see people posting about their clears of Tower of Adversity, their characters often have over 300 crit damage, and I'm like, how the hell did you get that? Because I struggle to get over 200 crit damage on my characters. Like, I think my character with the most crit damage is my Rover, Havoc Rover, and he is at 255. So I'm very, very far away from the 300 that I keep seeing online. So I guess there might be some skill issue, but also some build issues. But yeah, that is all to say that it's going to take you a while before you can clear the Tower of Adversity. But good luck with that. And in the meantime, you also have holograms to do. These are all end-game types of content, whether it is the Tower of Adversity, holograms. Pincer Maneuver is kind of like an endgame event type of thing. I don't exactly know how to define it, but it can be somewhat difficult at times. But all around you have plenty of things to do in this game. But speaking of the game, I would like to get back to this conversation between Brent and the child, whose name I completely forgot. I should have read it. I believe it starts with an M. But I would like to point out the fact that this child is a child, which means that he was banished, because everyone who joins the troupe, or the troupe of fools, meaning the group Brent created. I don't know if he was the creator, but right now he is the captain. And yeah, everyone who joins that troupe has been banished. They have been deemed fools by the Order, and they have been sentenced to the Pilgrim Sale, meaning that they were sentenced to execution, because as we just learned, the Order is controlling the dragon in order for the dragon to eat the people they are sending on this Pilgrim Sale, because the Pilgrim Sale always ends on this island. Which means that the Order has banished a child. The Order has ordered the execution of a child. So if you had any reason to not think that the Order was bad guys, well, there you have it. Now you have one more reason to believe that the Order is comprised of very, very bad people. I mean, perhaps not all of them are bad, to be fair, because we do have, what's her name? Phoebe. Phoebe, she seems to be nice. She seems to be a decent person, I think. But yeah, the upper brass of the Order, they are definitely not good people, because I don't see any reason why you would sentence a child to death. So yeah, there is that to take into account. Why were you banished?
When I was a boy, I saw the Sentinel's statue in the Cathedral of Mercury. Curiosity led me to point at the statue and ask, how can you say it's the Sentinel when no one has ever laid eyes on it? I didn't know the consequences that would follow.
Ah, so Brent was also sentenced to death as a child for asking a question. I think the game is trying to give me more and more reasons to hate the Order of the Deep.
That question earned me a pilgrimage. At the time, I thought it was some grand adventure. On the Pilgrim Sale, I was cared for by other fools who shared what little they had and shielded me from the grim reality with their kindness and smiles. But all I could do was watch as they passed away one by one. From that day forward, I swore to wipe away the tears of the innocent.
Okay, so he did not create the Troupe of Fools, but he became part of it, and then everybody else died, which means that now he's the leader.
Every adventurer needs a rest, and every ship must find a port. For us, that meant finding a sanctuary. When we finally reached this forsaken isle, the destination of our pilgrimage, we fought the Tacit Discords to claim our territory and scavenged what we could from the ship's wreckage. From that, we built all this.
There is something bittersweet in that.
Though the night may be long, the dawn always follows. That, my friend, is what we should set our sights on.
Well, as I said, one more reason to hate the Order of the Deep. Am I supposed to go that way? Yeah, okay, slowly but surely I'm supposed to make my way there. Am I supposed to talk to Dominique? Sure, why not? Hello there, need some help? What are you doing? Gemma is comforting those recently exiled by the Order. I'll see if there is anything I can do to help. The captain said if they're headed to the Riccioli Islands or Septimont, we should arrange for echoes to help them avoid dragons and safely get to where they want to go. Wait, avoid dragons with an S? Does that mean that there are several dragons? Everyone got their own path to walk after all. Not everyone's going to stay here. In the past, some have sought refuge with their families in the Riccioli Islands. I do believe that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I'm not sure. Refuge with their families in the Riccioli Islands, while others ventured to Septimont, trading honor for a new identity, all holding on to hope. Holding on to the hope of one day returning to Raguna. God damn it. I struggled with that sentence. And then there are those who turned into piracy. That's not really our way. But that's fine. Everyone's choices take them down different roads. Let's just help each other while we can. Oh, Dominic seems to be a nice person as well. Although you should probably not help a pirate because that would make you complicit to their piracy, I think. The law is kind of strange, so you might have to check on that, my friend. Who are you? I suppose you're an echo, but a nice one, so I won't fight you, but I wanted to talk to you. Cameron, hello. Can't sleep either. What's keeping you up? As you can see, it's only when I'm fully awake that I can craft their dreams. What kind of dreams do you craft? It varies really. Most of the time I create beautiful visions to heal the regrets that weigh on their hearts. But from what I've seen, the fear of boarding the full sail appears to be so deeply rooted that the dreams don't always turn out as they hoped. What are their regrets? Todd, hailing from an underground theater troupe, was banished merely for using comedy to satirize the Order's tax policies. Gideon's family was framed by the Acolytes. At his lowest, he could only find solace with a tub pop. I guess these are the... what do you call that? The bathtub echo that you can use to move around in the city, maybe, probably. It became his shelter, his only home in the storm. Knox was sent aboard the Full Sail before his newborn child even had a chance to open their eyes. And as kin of a heretic, the future doesn't look good, doesn't look kind. So that's how it is. During this carnival, we all have to hide our identities and take on roles in the Fool's Troupe as we return to Raguna City after so long. We must suppress our desire to reconnect with old friends while trying to complete the Montelli family's mission. It's complicated, though insomnia, I suppose, is inevitable. That's why I need to create dreams for them, to help them get some rest. Why do you hide your true identities? That's kind of a stupid question. I mean, they were banished, so it makes sense. Well, the Order doesn't know, but most of the Fool's Troupe are survivors from the Pilgrim Sail. The moment the Order uncovers the truth, our Fool's Elysium will be burned to the ground. We have to keep our silence no matter the cost. In our plays, we sing to condemn the oppression, to shed light on the bloodshed. One day, all of Renacita will know what Fenrico has done. Take a break when you feel ready. Thank you for taking the time to understand us, for wanting to know the Fool's story. Oh, I appreciate you thanking me. Of course I'm curious, I want to learn more. Yo, hello Sadru, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I am on Act 3 of Renacita's story. And right now I'm getting acquainted with the fools. Or the troop of fools, the fool's troop, the fool's sail, the fool... Many fools. There are a lot of fools. Just beating up some juniors, nothing much. Wait, what? Why are you beating up people again? I thought you had calmed down, unless you're talking about something else. Hello, Casper. Golden fleece bursts forth in colorful flames. Wait, that's strange. What are you up to? I'm Casper, the troupe's fireworks master. I'm experimenting with this golden fleece, you see? It comes from the size of ancient dragons, the remnants of their flames. It was once used to make gunpowder, but now it will be transformed into the finest firework material. No longer will it bring terror, but joy and laughter instead. It will explode in the sky, lighting up Raguna's sky. But there is still something missing. What could it be? Let me think a moment. I see. They deserved it. I will take your word for it, I guess. That looks like an edible mushroom. Do you mean the golden fleece, as he called it? I don't think you should eat that, especially if the dude is using it to make explosions. You should probably not eat that.
Can you keep up?
Is there anyone else here? No. I've already talked to Cameron. Who else do we have? A couple of people there. Patricia and Claudio. I think they're named... I think their names were swapped because she looks more like a Patricia and he looks more like a Claudio. Oh my. 70 pity, still no Carlotta? Oh god, you are starting to get very close to hard pity, my friend. Hopefully you will manage to get her soon enough. And yes, I can check. Here you go. You have 12 days and 14 hours to get your hands on Carlotta. I wish you good luck. Are you close to getting another temple, or are you just wishing whenever you get enough to get one wish? I mean, to be fair, you should be... you are right now in... what do you call that? In the soft pity. So you should be getting her anytime. Thank God, we'll still have 10 days for me. Yes, indeed. What's your UID? Are you talking to Miktos or are you talking to Satoru? My UID, I can copy it and paste it here. There we go. There you go. If it is mine that you wanted, you have it now. If it's Satoru's, then you'll have to ask him. I have 6 pulls now, and I'm going to do a 10 pull. Okay, so you are going to get her. You have more than enough time to get her. I mean, 4 pulls? Yeah, you should be able to get that in less than 10 days. So you should be fine. I'm on an SEA server. I always wondered what that meant. Southeast Asia server, I think, right? I do know that it's in Asia, but I suppose I never really paid attention. Yeah, Southeast Asia, okay. It is that. I am not a complete moron. I'm glad I learned that today. Hello, Patricia, who does not really look... Yeah, they completely switched them, didn't they? I guess. I mean, maybe not. Who knows? I suspect we'll head for Lilyland next. What is Lilyland? I'd wager that Septimon is more likely. What are you doing? India, Sri Lanka, along those countries? Yeah, I do see it. Although, I guess it takes also other countries such as Indonesia and Philippines, the Philippines and maybe Vietnam and stuff like that, right? Because south of India and Sri Lanka, there is nothing but the sea. I mean, there are some tiny islands as well, I guess. We're debating our next destination. We're still on a Pan-Raguna tour after all. The captain often says, wherever the applause calls, there will there we'll go to capture laughter. With our craft, our wit, and a touch of our own flair, we'll claim what's rightfully ours. True enough, but each island has its own tastes when it comes to theatre. We'll need to tailor our efforts to make sure everyone feels the journey was worthwhile. But whether we head to the Lily's Land's sea of flowers or the exhilarating spectacles of Septimon, it's up to the captain to decide. I see. Where is Septimon? I don't think I've seen that written anywhere. Okay, so this is Penitence End, Nimbus Sanctum, Raguna City, Whisper Wind Haven. Oh, I guess there is one part here, yes, and another one here. So Septimon and Lilyland are either these two, I suppose. And wait, I see something that should be mine. Where is it though?
Can you keep up?
Can I climb that up? Ah, no. No. Ah, no. Nothing's what. God damn it. God damn it, game. What are you doing? No, I can't get up. Oh, never mind. I can get up. There. I just needed to use, what normal people use. Which is called a ladder. God damn me. Let me grab the teleport waypoint first, and then we'll talk to other people.
Lighter than a dove.
I mean, we might not actually talk to every single one of them. Okay, thank God I can't talk to her. Because otherwise it's going to take a while for us to complete the story. Bro is struggling more on this than on enemies. Yes, I do. Because I never choose the easy way, you know. I always choose the hardest one for no reason. Can we talk to Nado? Yes. Now, I guess Nado is going to be the last one we talk to before we resume. I am done. Inspiration's as elusive as the moon in the sky, and I'm just a headless seaweed adrift in the ocean. You know that all seaweed is headless because seaweed does not have head, but like... Anyway, what's wrong? I'm the traveler without shoes, stumbling down a path to inspiration that's nothing but thorns. Alright, I confess. The truth is, I just can't seem to write a thing. I've got a handful of half-baked manuscripts, but none of them capture the life of the blessed maiden. How did she grow up? And what inspirations did she set for herself? How were her studies in the seminary, and how did she pursue her dreams? I'm at a loss. I can't even figure out the ending for this script. I talked with the captain about it earlier, and he's just as stumped. Recently, I received a mysterious package. The captain says it's a private collection from the Physalia don't open that package, it might be a bomb. No idea who sent it, but they must have had a soft spot for me. After reading, I felt like I was on the verge of piecing it all together. But inspiration's like a shooting star. Every time I read for it, poof, it slips through my fingers. I don't know what to do. Perhaps I'm just a seaweed, brainless, drifting with the tide. I see. Brother has issues. I added you, by the way. Let me check that. Here. Okay, so now I have 2 yeses. Why is your name Yes, by the way? Because it's kind of confusing, to be honest.
Can you keep up?
Find the Troupe member Baradolino. Oh, so he's an old dude. I see. And thank you for the hydrate, I will do just that.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
because I didn't want it to be named No. How about you name yourself Ktos, right? I mean, it would make sense, you know?
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Oh, Andreas, I guess he's one of the dudes Bran saved. Well, I don't guess, I know.
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theatre. That's what I'm preparing to do.
Maybe, where do I change it? In your profile, if you click on the escape button and then you go towards your profile picture, there should be 3 little dots, I think. And then you can edit your name there, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, and I can't show you right now, but I can get to it after this dialogue ends.
I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha!
But for some reason, I always thought that only one person got the laurel, which was Fenrico. I guess I was mistaken. Well, obviously, unless this dude is lying for some reason. I love his facial expression. It's I love seeing facial expressions, especially on NPCs or even main characters or playable characters, of course. But you know, it brings more life to the characters. Escape button on a phone. Oh, in that case, there should be a button all the way on the upper right corner of your phone. There should be a round button or something like that. Once again, I can't show it to you right now, but that should give you your access to your menu in general. Did anything unusual happen to you when you had the laurel?
As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head.
What did it say?
I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight?
Ah, that's what you asked. I see.
And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the Loris salad. But why Loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though, and the Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however, that is where my true passion lies.
Perhaps that's just the Sentinel's personal favorite. Must say your question is rather interesting, yes, I will say that.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
That is an even better question.
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing in the square. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent.
She sounds nice. Imagine eating indica with ogurkami and chocolada. I have no idea what any of these things are, so I can't even imagine it.
Ah, those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or a solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival as her final farewell.
I'm guessing these are Polish foods or recipes or something like that, probably.
And then she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of bans on the Carnival. But is that really what she would have wanted?
Probably not. But, yeah. I'm not overly fond of the current Primus. Do you know pierogi? Pierogi? No, I don't know that either.
The Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves.
So, according to him, Fenrico is the one who has kind of corrupted the Order, I suppose? Pierogi are the best. Are you still talking about food?
One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion.
Yes. What kind of food are the pierogi supposed to be?
Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wingray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
3 days? That's a long-ass time.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
I see. Well, I don't really, but I think I understand. No wonder you got banished. No, I don't think that's deserved to be punished with banishment. Wait, let me translate what you wrote because I have no idea what this is. Translation from Polish, yeah. They are made from flour, water and salt, and sometimes eggs are added. So it's some kind of pastry. The filling for pierogi ruski is made from cottage cheese and boiled potatoes, with the addition of salt, pepper, and fried onion. I see. That does sound delicious. I will say that. It sounds delicious. But I don't think I have ever had any of these. Pierogi. How do you pronounce that, though? Pierogo? Oh no, never mind. It's because it's written. I was listening to what the Google Translate dude was saying with your long explanation, and it's not written the same way. So, but I guess it's pronounced pierogi, and not pierogi. I think. Exactly what I'd expect from a laureate.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection?
I guess it was probably disturbing the peace, maybe, or something like that. To be fair, I do not know the laws in in Rinasita.
Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era, facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just Lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing. Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the Order wanted for us.
Okay, she definitely does not, what do you call that, sound like a child. To me, she sounds more like an adult. Like, seriously? I mean, there is some kind of contrast, in my opinion, between the character's model and the character's voice. The voice actress is doing a fantastic job, but it's just that, does it really fit Rochia? Because she seems tiny. I don't know. I find it a bit strange. When is the next stream? Tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central European Standard Time, which is 1600 hours. And tomorrow we'll still be on Wuthering Waves, probably. Either we'll be finishing Act 3 or we'll do Carlotta's story. It depends on what we manage to achieve today.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the stormy sea will know our names.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night!
I see. What the? What is he doing?
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival.
Yeah, sure. Imagine eating could be me. What? I do not know what that sentence meant, but if you're going to eat, then bon appetit. And see you later, Klaus. Have a nice evening. What are you doing?
Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Even without wings, we can still soar to the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
There is something else I'd like to ask. But I guess I won't.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bartolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down, and fast.
Well, let's pop the balloons.
We might need your help with this. Tara should have some useful items in her box.
Okay.
We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing.
Right, you mentioned cloudcasters, and I still have no idea what they are.
But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troupe members.
Don't tell me I'll have to go and fetch all these things. Collect the cloudcasters parts. Yeah, I do have to go. This is just a fetch quest. No, no, Wuthering Waves, you were doing so well. No. It's fine, I guess. Hello. Oops, my bad.
Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Soon we'll break these chains so tight. Set the course, embrace the storm. Sailing on till light is born.
Hello? Did you borrow some of the Cloudcaster's parts by any chance?
The Cloudcaster. Oh, I use its base as a desk. Our first mate lent it to me so I could write more comfortably.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back.
Here it is. Careful, it's heavy.
Thank you. Well, that was easy. Much easier than I anticipated. Great. Oh right, new music. The Art of Precision. Yeah, sure. I see. Yes. Well, a good good player must know how to listen to... What? I didn't have time to read that. But now is not the time. Hello, Tina. I like her dress.
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power, than a rose that bends and sways, bathed in grace, but lost in dismay.
If you say so. But, hello? Did you borrow some of the Cloudcaster's parts?
Cloudcaster? It does ring a bell. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm. You should give it a try too.
Well, I'm not here to sing, but thank you for the advice. And thank you for the part.
Can you keep up?
These are not enemies, right? Yeah, no, they are not. Great. I'd rather not fight them, if at all possible.
Can you keep up?
Oh, there is a challenge somewhere. Oh no, it's supposed to be all the way up top. But for some reason, I feel like my game is not entirely fluid, and I do not like it. Hello, Battier.
Come on, fish! Come to my net!
Oh, thank God this one does not yap. Did you borrow some of the Cloudcaster's parts?
Yeah, I borrowed the reel for me fishing rod. We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as needed. Nothing goes to waste. Don't be fooled by appearances. This stuff can be pretty versatile.
Good.
Very well.
We have all the parts now. Time to work, Pero.
Rogia makes quick work of repairing the Cloudcaster. Finally, I suppose we are going to see the Cloudcaster in action.
Everything's set for takeoff.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bardolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely. Although we might need a bigger cushion.
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more powerful the effect.
Does that mean that I have to sing?
In that case... All right, friends, old and new, come and join this sing-along!
I'd rather not sing. Nah, thank God they are singing in my stead. Shoot the balloons. I can do that.
Bullseye! How about showing off that aim again with the rest of the balloons? Almost done!
Oh, thank you, dear boy. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes. Please, I'll gladly give you my most prized possession.
Which is... the laureate, maybe? The laurel, my bad? Because the laureate is the person. Oh God. Is he going to die? Hello, Carlotta. And thank you for saving the old dude.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
You missed a fight against the dragon.
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you, my lady, for rescuing this humble soul in his moment of need.
Ah, so Carlotta has been supporting the Troupe of Fools. Interesting. You're a sharpshooter, Carlotta.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta?
Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capilet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest.
I see. It's kind of strange that all of that happened off-screen because it seemed very important.
I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest.
You are welcome. I didn't really do much, to be fair. Don't worry, your help has more than repaid your debt. That's what I should say. You've always been helping me, with or without my knowing. I don't really care. Between the two answers, I don't really see... I see the difference between the two answers, but it's not really like it's going to matter.
You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. I'm pleased we're on the same page.
I'm actually very curious about meeting the grandpa, because they are apparently the head of the Montelli family.
Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know.
Ah, thank you. Some revelations. That would be nice. So the Order has been targeting the Montelli family. And if you thank me, we share a common enemy. Yeah, but that's not what I meant. I want answers.
I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines.
Yes.
Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their true motives, however, run deeper.
What are they aiming for?
Their alliance with the Fraxides speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. Their sights are set on this year's carnival.
That is true, and I'm very afraid because I believe that the overall goal of the Fraxides, or rather one of their goals, because they want to fuse with humans with Tacet discords in order to progress through human evolution, but they also want to revive Threnodians, and they want to bring about a new lament. So that last part is the thing that scares me. Are they trying to bring another lament? Because the lament has been quite destructive. Huh.
The carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. The last record of the Sentinel is from the carnival a decade ago. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
Well, if you had said that the waves were not towering but wuthering, I may have something to say about that, but no. What are the clues about the Queen of the Night, the Vault Guards, and the Dragon of Dirge? Well, let's go in order. Start with the Queen of the Night.
The mist might be coming from the remnant clouds in the Nimbus Sanctum. Lorelei has the power to purify and control them, but the Fraxides interfered.
Remnant clouds corrupted by evil will disrupt Echo's frequencies. If the mist had spread to the city, it would have stirred the echoes into chaos.
We are lucky that you and Zani, along with that acolyte, awakened Lorelei in time. You prevented the mist from spreading and averted the wave-worn. The Fraxides must still be licking their wounds. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
Hey, okay, everything she said kind of sounded familiar, and that's because she just repeated the same thing. Okay. So what are the clues about the Vault Guards?
The Montelli traders used Lycoris in experiments to turn echoes back into tacit discords. If they were successful, the ghosts seen 10 years ago may have also been created this way.
Ghost is just a dramatic name given by the Raganesi for tacit discords. They look nearly identical to echoes, especially in the mist.
I mean, to be fair, echoes are born from tacit discords, so...
With your help, Grandfather has thwarted their plan. No corrupted echoes will appear at this year's carnival.
I mean, technically speaking, they are not born from tacit discords. Echoes are what is left of a tacit discord. Or, in the case of the echoes in Renesita, they're apparently creations from the Sentinel. Huh. That's strange to think about.
At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist.
Ah, yes, I have heard that before.
Ghosts roamed the streets.
Sort out the clues about the Dragon of Dirt, please.
The Order has allied with the Fraxidus to control the dragon. From what I saw when I connected with its frequency, they might be planning to command it to attack Raguna during the Carnival.
But we defeated it, so we are fine, right?
After the tacit discords took over this isle, the Order used them as an excuse to forbid any entry. It might be their way of concealing the dragon's existence.
That is a fair point.
But without the Lycoris, the Dragon of Dirge is now off the table.
At that time, the entire city
Now,
was shrouded
I've
in
already
mist.
figured out their schemes.
Ghosts.
The remnant clouds spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters at this year's ceremony. The Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
The Order clearly has the option of not reviving the carnival. Is there a reason the Order has to let the carnival happen?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
I am sorry, I may have bumped into my microphone, I actually don't really know. I wanted to scratch my ear, except, what do you call that? When I moved my, headset, maybe it bumped into my microphone, I'm not entirely sure, because my microphone is on the side, so, yeah. Anyway, if it was disturbing for you, I do apologize.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
I see. So I guess they are using the carnival so that the Sentinel is going to appear again, or they are going to pretend that the Sentinel has appeared, and use that as proof of their strength, or to strengthen the faith of the people in the Sentinel and in the Order's power? Well, maybe not power, but to legitimize their power, I suppose. Something along those lines. Huh.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order?
Well, the truth about the Blessed Maiden might come out. The truth about whatever the Sentinel actually wants, instead of whatever the Order is pretending the Sentinel wants, might come out as well. So they are going to lose power and control over the population, I guess. Bring up the prophecy about the Holy Maiden's coronation, bring up the Sentinel's inability to communicate with mortals. Well, these are both of the things that I mentioned, so I guess I was right. I'll bring up the first one then, maybe?
The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found in the ruins, this role is meant for the young maiden who is destined to heed the divine oracles during the Carnival.
The Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's words.
But I am actually genuinely curious as to why that is. Why can't the mortals communicate with the Sentinel? Because Jinchi can clearly communicate with Jue. I mean, to be fair, yeah, no, never mind. Jue only spoke to Jinchi, or at least from what we saw. And Jue talked to us as well, but we are special. So I guess there is a reason, probably, maybe?
A successful carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses a threat if they've been fabricating the oracles.
Oh, it's not even a question of if. They have been fabricating these oracles.
To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority, they partnered with the Fraxidus.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
But I do wonder what the Fraxidus has to gain from this.
So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes. But one remains.
The sea behemoth summoning towering waves. That is the Tidebreaker?
We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fraxidus are setting up their final plan. With their whereabouts unknown, we'll need to adapt our strategy as the Carnival unfolds. From what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You prefer to strike first and steer events in your favor. Winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's resonator may also be present. So...
You've guided me this far for it. You want me to join you in stopping the Fraxidus. You want me to join the Troupe's performance at the Carnival. I suppose so.
Our aim has always been clear. To restore the Carnival to its former glory with a performance for the ages. If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? Or witness a festival twisted into a tool for tyrants? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, we shall break those divine shackles ourselves. Whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing.
The Montellis share this vision. Only in a free society can a fair and open market thrive. However, the Troupe alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward.
I agree, count me in.
Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that hard.
All right. What should we do now?
That is certainly an excellent question.
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, confronting them directly only plays into their hands. You've seen the Troupe's unique approach to combat, haven't you? That's precisely why we're allies with them. We will turn any disturbances into a theatrical performance.
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear boy. We'll have a quick rehearsal before the Carnival begins. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you honor us by joining our performance?
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice.
Well, I do need a stage partner.
We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know our methods.
If you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the Troupe liner.
I see. Is this the climax? Oh, we have a Carlotta in front of our Carlotta. Hello there. Let me see, where are we in the quest? I believe last time I checked, unfortunately, the Wuthering Waves wiki did not have the details. I mean, West Wiki. I just wonder where we are at. Let me see. Book 3, there we go. Yeah, no, they still aren't updated yet, which is too bad, I suppose. Let me see what Game 8 has to say. Main progress, Chapter 2 walkthrough. Wait, Chapter 2? When did Chapter 2 begin? Wuthering Waves. What do you call that? What Yesterday Wept. Today Doth Sing. There we go. Chapter 2, Act 3. Okay, so that is that. Let me check. I'm just trying to figure out how long that thing may be. Let's see. I guess we're about halfway through the quest, so we will continue. We might, and I insist on the might, we might be able to finish the entire act today. Might. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure. Otherwise, you know, I try to find proper breaking points for these things. But yeah, we might be able to finish this off
Gently does it?
properly today.
Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition and our senses guiding us. That's what makes Commedia Improviso truly come alive.
Interesting that they would put 2 V's, the letter V, in the subtitles. I have no idea if this is right or wrong. It's just that I have never really seen 2 V's, 2 V letters like that in a single word, and so just one after the other. I mean, like I'm used to seeing 2 M's like these ones, or 2 S's, or 2 L's and stuff like that, but 2 V's is something that is strange to me. Maybe it's something that is usual in Italian. I do not speak Italian, to be fair. I did learn about Italian when I was very young, because one of my teachers when I was in primary school, she was Italian, so she would teach us a bit of Italian. Unfortunately, I remember none of it because that was over 20 years ago. But yeah, so I don't know. I just noticed that I'm curious about languages and stuff like that usually.
For our improvised comedy, we start with a theme. From there, we build our lines and act on the fly, responding to the unfolding show and audience reactions.
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play, the plot can sometimes veer into the, well, unconventional. To prevent things from spiraling too far, we set an anchor for the performance.
Pardon my interruption, but I'm quite curious. What sort of bizarre plots have you encountered?
Well, something like a humble craftsman from a small town sets sail on a rainy night, stumbles upon ancient ruins, is reincarnated with superpowers, and then decides to conquer the galaxy, becoming the Emperor of the Stars.
Wait, let me think. Is there actually an isekai anime like that? I don't think so. I've watched a lot of isekai animes, to be fair. I wouldn't say that I've watched all of them. There are some that I have not watched. Still, I do believe I have watched a fair share of isekai animes. I don't know how many. I could count them, I think. I do have a spreadsheet on that. Because I do like numbers, but never mind that. But I'm trying to think, is there any kind of isekai anime that would be like that? Like, it could. What I'm trying to think about here is this a direct reference to a specific anime, or is it just some kind of reference to isekai animes in general? I feel like this is probably isekai animes in general, but I may be wrong, and this could be the plot of a specific one.
So, We draft a basic outline that assigns roles and guides the plot's direction.
Wait, could this be actually the plot for Wuthering Waves itself? Because towards the beginning of this game, we, the rover, kind of set sail into a sea of frequency. And then we kind of got reincarnated because we lost our memory, so it's kind of like a reincarnation since we're not exactly the same person as before. And I mean, I guess we are not trying to conquer the world or the galaxy, so yeah, I mean, maybe, perhaps this is foreshadowing, and later on we will learn that the rover is trying to conquer the world or the galaxy or maybe the universe, who knows? It could be very funny.
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few brave heroes accept the Minister's quest to defeat the Demon King and rescue her.
Of course, there is talk of a Demon King. A real classic, no doubt. Sounds a bit cliché, so a classic adventure story. Or let's go with the first one. A real classic, no doubt. Let's be nice to him.
This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself, which was also about a hero facing a Demon King.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled, heroes appear in a time of crisis, justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeatable.
Ah, they mentioned it, the power of friendship. My god, please do not make it so that however we win against the Order is through the power of friendship. Please don't make it that.
This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told, and it's a universal story we want to portray.
I mean, to be fair, I understand that we are all here, the Troupe of Fools, Carlotta, and us, the Rover. We are all going to work together in order to accomplish our objective, of course. But there is a difference between just a group working together in order to accomplish an objective and just using the power of friendship to win over everything. And I'm sincerely hoping this is not how things are going to turn out.
To me, the world is a stage, and performing is much like combat. Coordinated movements, quick thinking, sharp reflexes, and, above all, trust in your allies.
No. He's focusing even more on the allies, on the friends we made along the way. No. Oh god, we'll see. So far, the quest has been well written, the story is very interesting and all that. I just wish the ending is going to be just as good.
What I'm getting at is that you both are very skilled and capable. We don't have many do's and don'ts. So relax and express yourselves freely on stage. This rehearsal is to help you get familiar with basic stage movements, techniques, and the troupe style, and to build good rapport.
Exactly. I'll handle the stage lighting, Brant will narrate, and the rest will take on the role of the audience.
If you're ready, let's begin. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on stage!
Invite Carlotta for the rehearsal. I don't really know what we're going to do, but okay, let's try this. I think I gained an
Next,
achievement.
I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, he embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together.
They're really trying to make Carlotta our new waifu, aren't they?
As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze. Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate.
But I only have eyes for Zani. Well, Usually, before that, I had eyes for the Shorekeeper. S. Okay.
Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever.
No, not a quick time event. Wait, what? Did I mess up? I saw red. Red usually means that I messed up. No, god damn it. Yeah, it's a WASD. But not the type of keyboard I use. So that makes it a tiny bit more difficult for me. Please let me not mess up. Space. Oh god. Oh, this is pretty. I want a screenshot of that. No! I wanted a screenshot of that.
Bravo! Bravo!
I'm so sad now. I wanted a true screenshot of that, but oh well. It is what it is. So this is what Commedia Improviso feels like. How did this suddenly turn into musical? It had a romantic flair.
Seeing your chemistry, I decided to take a little creative liberty with the story. Anyway, it didn't stray too far from the outline, right?
No, but you are really turning Wuthering Waves into Gathering Wives. The community's name for this game is starting to make more and more sense by the patch.
The thrill of improvisation is in its unpredictability. There's always a rush of excitement with every twist and turn.
Your movements were seamless, elegant, and powerful. I'm confident you'll shine at the Carnival.
Thank you. It was all thanks to you. You inspired me and kept my spirits high.
Am I blushing or is it just the spotlight? Let's go with that.
You'll master it in no time, I'm sure. All right, that's enough for today. Let's save the grand reveal for the Carnival. Oh, and speaking of which, there's still something we need to prepare for you, isn't there?
Is there?
You mean the essential item for the Carnival performance?
A mask. Yes, please give me a mask. Or please tell me we get to keep the mask after the quest is done.
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything.
Did you ask? Oh, were those the mask you got from Miss Nyarla? I don't really remember her name. I just remember her French accent and her very sultry voice and way of speaking. But perhaps she was picking up masks for us as well back then. Interesting.
Oh, so it's handled then. I can't wait to see it.
You've piqued my curiosity.
I have a small gift for you. Let's head back to Raguna together, shall we?
We shall indeed. But yeah, I do believe we're talking about the masks. If it is not the case, then, well, I don't know. Oh no! Oh no, my game is laggy. No. No. Why are you the way you are, game? I guess it's because I am streaming at the same time. Let me see. How is my computer doing? 99% of my CPU. 89% of my RAM. Okay, I see. 41% of my GPU. So my GPU is fine. It's my CPU that is dying, apparently. Let me see. If I am moving around like this. I feel like it's not as smooth as it should be. Yeah, it's my CPU who is, which is kind of dying, I guess. Let me lower the quality of the visuals. I don't like doing that, but I don't have a choice until I can change my computer. And I am as I mentioned in previous streams, I'm probably going to switch the computer entirely. I don't want to... the shadow quality. I know shadows are a big thing in the sense that they take up a lot of CPU power or GPU, who knows. But I don't... fine, I'll do it. Let's see how things turn out with this off. Is it more yeah, but it looks just... it looks bad. No. I don't like it. Let's see. What can I do? I'll grab back the shadows. I'll remove whatever capsule AO is. I don't remember what it is. I looked it up one day. I will remove volumetric fog. I would like to keep volumetric lighting because that looks prettier with that. The rest should be fine. Yeah, kind of. I don't know if this is much better. Oh god, it is not. Sorry for this little intermission, but I do wish the game was fluid in terms of visuals, even though they may be lacking in terms of quality. Fluidity, in my opinion, is better than just all around prettiness, I guess. Let's see. Is it better? Seems a bit better, okay. I mean, in terms of fluidity, in terms of prettiness, yeah, it was pretty before. And there was one other thing that I saw in these options. Cutscene mode letterbox, full screen. Oh, I can change that. Let's go full screen. I don't really need the black bars on the bottom and the top.
Please, follow me.
I shall follow you indeed.
Where are we going?
Please allow me to keep that a secret for now. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. But here's a hint. You've been there before.
Yes, I mean, sure. Right, I forgot that Miss Nyarla or Miarla is invisible. Nyarla, so it is with an N and not with an M. Hello. Hello again. It's been a while.
Oh, dear Lady Carlotta, thank the Sentinel you are finally back. I was just about to close up shop to prepare for tomorrow's carnival.
Not gonna lie, her French accent is really cracking me up. I mean, I'm not mocking it, of course, but it's funny to hear it. It's not something that I hear that often.
You have completed my request, haven't you?
Of course, Lady Carlotta. You should have more faith in my skills. Here you are.
I really need to know who is Nyarla's VA.
A small token of my appreciation. Abby, I have something for you as well.
Wait, no way. Abby's getting a mask too?
Wow, really? I get a gift too? Ha! You're so nice.
I guess I am just like Abby because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Ah, so that's why Lady Carlotta was so insistent on using only the finest materials and meticulous craftsmanship for this piece. For a moment I feared she lost faith in my skills and was plotting to hand over the shop to someone else.
Oh, so the shop belongs to Carlotta, or I guess to the Montellis family, but Nyarla is the one working it. Interesting little detail.
Now I see why this little creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
Nyarla, you do have a flair for dramatics. Anyway, why don't you unwrap it?
I really like the eyes movements. It brings more life to the scene.
This is...
A mask.
I took the liberty of having Nyarla custom make this mask based on my impression of you. I hope it suits your taste.
It looked nice. Thank you, I like it very much.
I'm pleased you like it. The carnival is a splendid reverie, and the mask is its passport. May it help you navigate the carnival with ease, and let you enjoy it to your heart's content.
We will, for sure.
May I take a bit more of your time? Walk with me through Raguna tonight. I have some additional information to share with you.
Ah, I'd love to, but can we do it somewhere else? Somewhere my computer is not dying over.
Raguna, the Tempest.
Wait. Mask tutorial. Check the obtained mask in your backpack. Select a mask to wear it or take it off.
The sapphire that crowns Solaris.
I will have to do that later on.
The waters of Raguna serve as a mirror, reflecting the countless faces of this city, much like our own reflections. The people of Raguna possess a temperament akin to the tides, ever-changing. We like to describe...
Oh, wait, what? No, game.
There was a time when the currents swept us into the jaws of uncharted waters, where relentless storms and voracious waves awaited. But after weathering such trials, they revealed to us a hidden gem. The shores themselves.
You're talking about the Black Shores, the group I founded?
My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise.
Well, if you're willing to negotiate with me, we could somehow come up with some kind of deal between the Montelli family and the Black Shores. I am willing to facilitate the negotiation. Although, to be fair, even though I'm the founder, I don't remember shit, so I will refer you to the shorekeeper. She manages everything. I will let my wife do everything for me. Let's be honest. So you sent that invitation, didn't you?
When we heard the Black Shores were hunting for a legitimate entry into Raguna, I thought, why not bring them into our little venture? Hence the invitation.
I mean, it is a win-win situation. We got to get into Raguna, and they get our help as well.
My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage.
You've said that before, my dear.
One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand.
You sent the Troupe to pick me up, didn't you?
There exists only one relatively safe route from the Black Shores to Raguna. A path known solely to the Montelli family. As long as you stayed on this course, you were bound to encounter the Troupe.
Actually, there is another way to Raguna City, which is our little waifu, the shorekeeper. She can teleport us anywhere, apparently. But it drains her power, so we asked her not to. But still, there is another way. You should probably know about that, but at the same time, I probably shouldn't tell you that. Never mind.
My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand.
Oh, right. But what's in it for your family? I assume you seek more than just a free market.
Our intentions might not be as grandiose or ominous as you think. We seek liberation. And to achieve it, we're pursuing the truth behind Renacita's origins.
I can get behind that. That is a noble goal, still.
Legend has it that when people first arrived on this island, Genesis Nexus was already here, welcoming them.
The first beacon in Renacita. It was already there. Right, we heard that before, I believe. Which made me question whether the beacons in Huanglong, or more specifically in the area surrounding Jinzhou, if these beacons were there prior to the arrival of the people, or if the people of Huanglong built them.
The prevailing belief is that the Sentinel gifted us this technology. And despite nobody ever seeing the Sentinel in person, we talk with them through supposed telepathy. Notice anything strange about that story?
Well, the Sentinel, it's kind of strange, right? That nobody ever saw it.
Terminals conjure up echoes, and the Genesis Nexus allows the Raganese access to common echoes. If the Genesis Nexus was present when the first settlers arrived, who built it?
Never mind, apparently I was supposed to choose the other answer. Well, too bad. But it is indeed a question, who built it? Maybe it was the previous civilization, because we know, or rather we've had hints at a previous civilization. I believe that's what we saw in the Tethys system when we were doing all the things about the, I believe it was called a Black Star or something, you know, something that went wrong inside the Tethys, and we were there to fix it, basically. And there we saw a little glimpse of the previous civilization, and they had pretty good technology, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that was a remnant of that. Maybe the rover is actually from the previous civilization, who knows?
And really, if no one's ever laid eyes on the Sentinel, how can we be so sure that statue really represents them?
That is actually an excellent question. I did not even think about that.
It seems to me the Order might have spun us a tale, hiding the true origins behind their grand myths.
Does the Montelli family seek to rule? Are the Montellis turning away from Renacita's beliefs? I guess we are going with the second one.
No. We have no ambitions to rule or to renounce our faith.
Oh, okay.
And really, this city should not be ruled by any one entity.
I suppose I was supposed to choose both of these answers at the same time.
The hour grows late. I have arranged accommodations for you at Palazzo Grotta in the south. Let us walk there together, and I can share a story along the way. Sure.
But getting back to this idea that no one entity should rule over Renacita, I do understand, in a way, but at the same time, there is supposed to be some kind of ruler over the city. That's usually how society works. I mean, even in, what do you call that? In Mondstadt, in Genshin Impact, the supposed ruler is supposed to be Venti, or Barbados, the animal archon, but he chose to grant freedom to the people. But still, the people form the Knights of Favonius, and the Knights of Favonius are kind of the de facto leaders of Mondstadt, because at the end of the day, you need some kind of structure in your society. So, yeah. And to be fair, I don't really know if you could trust the Order to work with the Montellis to rule over the city. Huh. Because, well, the Montelli seems nice. They seem nice so far, but we don't know everything about them. And more importantly, we know that the Order is corrupt. So it might take a lot of time to root out the corruption in there and find a way to work with them to rule over the city. Anyway, maybe I'm questioning things too far.
Think of it as a bedtime tale. I learned it from the Troupe. It's about Fleur de Lis, the Blessed Maiden.
Ooh, I am interested in that.
Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's gratitude rite, the young Fleur de Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop.
Did she just explain to us that Fleur de Lis, this so-called blessed maiden, is just a drunkard? Oh my god. I mean, why not? I can't blame her for that, but still. I do notice that is she an elf girl? Kind of like Yinlin? Although I know that there aren't elves per se in Wuthering Waves. It's just some kind of post-awakening physical alteration thingy, I guess. Although on this specific girl, on the Blessed Maiden, I cannot see a tacit mark, so maybe not. Was she born with elf ears? How does that work? And wait, if Yinlin has babies, does that mean that her children are going to have elf ears as well? Huh. Okay, once again, I may be asking too many questions, but I am curious.
Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But she soon found herself quite drunk.
So she is a drunkard, I was right. I mean, it's just maybe a one-time event.
swaying on her feet. She ascended the ceremony's grand platform, lifted her threadbare dress, and began a rather ungainly dance. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility. Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn ceremony into a wild parade of cheers and revelry.
The story kind of reminds me of what I believe his name was Mr. Bardolino, I think, the old dude who flew up with the balloons. He did something kind of similar, right? Not the exact same things, but you know, in the idea, the principle behind what he did.
Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The Pilgrim Sale did not yet exist, so Fleur-de-Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a canvas. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark on all who witnessed it. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden. If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain.
Which would completely contradict what the Order has been saying about the last carnival that happened 10 years ago, where apparently the Sentinel was very angry and tried to punish them. Ah, the lies of the Church.
Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves.
Ooh, the sky is very pretty, and this is actually the Fleur-de-Lis. Actually, yeah. Because it's something we only barely saw it for a second, but the stars formed a pattern that looks like the Fleur-de-Lis, and that is actually the symbol for the flag in Paris. I do believe that some other cities in France use it, but it is a very prominent symbol that is used in French culture. So yeah, that was interesting. Why would the stars be aligned like that? Huh. The divine is always beyond our comprehension. Perhaps the true intention of the Sentinel isn't to rule their people by faith. Probably not. I'll go with I believe the same. Never mind, no. Because we don't really know if the Sentinel likes revelry and stuff like that. But I will probably go through the third option. Because at the end of the day, I'm basing my judgment on Jouet, which is the only other Sentinel that we have seen. And Jouet never seemed to be interested in faith. It's not even something that they mentioned, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong, who knows. But yeah, let's go with the third one.
The people of this island came from diverse civilizations now lost to time. But through plays and tradition, they sought to preserve memories of their heritage. In the past, while the clash of cultures led to conflict, the Ragganese united through faith, restoring balance even if precarious. To maintain this unity, we've always needed both a sentinel and a play based on a shared legend that gives us roles. Yet this play has endured for so long that we've become defined by our roles. Noble, commoner, believer, merchant. What was meant to unite us now stifles us.
Integration was the past, liberation is the present. I suppose, technically speaking, we are choosing both answers at once.
Now, we yearn for a day when we can truly set aside our titles and positions, express our true selves, and join together in celebration.
So this is the true purpose of the carnival.
Yes. Born from hope and idealism, it reminds the Raganazi of our initial vision of equality and freedom. It also affirms our true worth. While the Order's true intentions remain unclear, we are certain their influence has already eroded the very foundations of our society. People revere the divine figure the Order has constructed, yet they also live in fear of punishment. Legends become accomplices in fostering ignorance, and faith becomes the loyal executioner of cruel punishment. An invisible cage has trapped us all. Speaking of freedom within a cage is absurd. Fear and ignorance are our foremost enemies. This year's carnival will spark a flame fierce enough to burn down that cage.
I certainly hope so. Freedom is in our nature. Our future is in our own hand. I'll stoke the flames even higher. Our future is in our own hands. She seems happy.
Rest well. And tomorrow, we shall take the stage together at the carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Thank you. A good night to you as well. Wait. Can I actually talk to you again?
Rest well. And tomorrow, we shall take the stage together at the carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Never mind. She only says the same thing. But wait, there is more. Because I want to try out... Where is it? The mask. Where? Wearing through day and night. What? Did it work? Never mind. I think I have to use the rover. It only works with them, right? Let me check. It does! Oh my, that zoom was quite effective. It does, and it looks good on them. Hey! Yay! Okay, I am happy. I usually play with Carlotta these days because I just got her, of course, so I want to play with her. But I might continue the story with the rover and his mask because it only makes sense. And I suppose I can... Well, I will always keep this waifu because she's the best damn support in the game. So of course I'm going to keep her. And I suppose we can bring our stalker waifu here. She is a stalker still. And now that we... by the way, yes, because yesterday when we finished...
As we head toward our shared future.
The, what you call that? The quest, the Act 2, we got another sequence for the rover, so now he can reduce enemy Havoc's resistance by 10%. When he's using either the heavy attack or the resonance liberation. I suppose that's fairly easy to go through, I guess. I mean, 10% resistance shred is not that much, to be fair, but that means that he's a tiny bit more useful in a team with Camellia. A tiny bit. What is this? And I'll search 5 basic attack 5 deals an additional damage equal. Okay, not really that useful. Crit rate is increased by 25%. That is useful, but kind of selfish. I mean, in terms of character's kit, like this is definitely something that is meant for a DPS type of character. And, well, she is a better DPS than the rover, let's be honest.
Between the two of us?
But yeah. Now then, as I said, I was trying to check things out while the characters were speaking. And the gist of it is that we are about halfway through the story. Let me see. According to Game 8, there are 23 steps in this quest, and we are at step 11. And while this may be a shorter stream, I'd rather have a shorter stream where I am fully energized and stuff like that, you know, where I can really enjoy things, than play through for hours and hours on end. And yeah, there is one more thing I should mention, I suppose, is that I am starting to feel pain in my ass because I've been sitting for so long. Let me... there we go. Hopefully that didn't make too much sounds for you. But yeah. I'd rather, yeah, you know, take my time to enjoy the story and not be tired through the story. Whereas now I am starting to feel a bit tired. I'm starting to feel my back is hurting because of me sitting around for 2 hours. It's almost 3. But yeah, to be fair, this is a rather short stream. I don't really like cutting off things like that, but I prefer it that way instead of just forging ahead for no reason. Let me switch scenes to the just yapping scene. On top of that, I can see that another wave of ads is coming, so I might as well end the stream before that wave of ads. That way you don't have to suffer through those. But yeah, I guess we'll finish things up tomorrow. And depending on how long it takes us to go through the other 11 steps, or 12, I suppose, since there are 23 and we are at 11. Because yeah, I've been streaming for already almost 3 hours, but I yapped for a bit, at least 20 or 30 minutes at the beginning. So it's at least 2.5 hours of Wuthering Waves, and we are only halfway through the quest, which means that it would probably take me another 2.5 hours to get through the quest. So it would only make sense for me to end things here, that way we can finish up tomorrow in peace, with peace of mind, I guess, I suppose, I don't know. But yeah, it would only make sense to do that. And usually my Saturday streams are a tad bit longer because I start them a bit earlier. I start them 2 hours earlier. I start them at 4 p.m. Central European Standard Time instead of 6 p.m. like I did today. So in case tomorrow, Act 3, we manage to finish it up quickly, I might actually go through Carlotta's story quest as well. I say might, maybe. There is nothing guaranteed with me, especially because I know that I do take my sweet time throughout quests. I yap a lot and stuff like that. So there is all of that to take into account. So we will see. We should be able to finish Act 3 tomorrow without an issue. Now, for Carlotta's quest, as I said, if Act 3 we are able to finish it quickly, we'll do Carlotta's quest. Otherwise, I will do it later on. Because next week, we are going to play Reverse 1999 because... well, it had its update yesterday, and I am very curious about it. I want to pull for Andronala, I want to do many things, but I have to be patient. And I will have to bide my patience a bit more because next week is Reverse, but next week we also have Honkai Star Rail's update 3.0, which is a major update. And that will have to wait the entire week because I believe, yeah, I should try and dedicate the entire week next week to Reverse, except for Saturday because we'll have all the endgames type of stream, as I usually like to do them on Saturdays because it leaves me more time since we have 4 types of endgames to go through. And we might do some pulling sessions as well for Miyabi, maybe for Sitlali as well. And let's see, do I want to pull for anyone? We might do some pulls for Jade. I don't remember when she's supposed to come out. She's supposed to have a rerun, but I don't know if she is having her rerun at the same time as the Herta, because I'm not pulling for the Herta. I am saving up for Aglaia. Aglaia is the one character that I'm mostly interested in because of her design. I absolutely love her design. So yeah, I am waiting for Aglaia. But if I can get my hands on a little Jade, and hopefully this time win my 50-50, because the last time I tried to pull for Jade, I lost my 50-50. And I kept my guaranteed for Hua Hua, who came back. She had a rerun right after Jade. Right after Jade's first banner. So I've been waiting for Jade for a year now, almost, or something along those lines. So hopefully I can get Jade as well. So not tomorrow, but next Saturday's stream is going to be packed between pulls and endgame content and all of that. I mean, it's nice that they all pair well together like this, because the endgame content is going to give me some some currency to pull for the characters. To be fair, in Honkai Star Rail, I have like 20,000 J's saved up. So that would mean like what? 120 pulls, 130 pulls, I guess. Something along those lines. Yeah, probably. I can't do math right now. I am tired. So I will go with somewhere along the lines of 130. So that means I may do just what I said, what I did before. Try to pull for Jade. If I get her, that's great. And if I don't, I will probably keep my guaranteed for Aglaya. Goddamn, poor Jade. Please let me get Jade. Please, let it happen. I suppose we'll see. Anyway, on that note, thank you so much for watching. As I said, tomorrow's stream will start at 4 p.m. Central European Standard Time, and I will see you tomorrow. Whatever time it is for you, I wish you a great time, whether it is the morning, afternoon, or evening. I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you tomorrow, but I've said that already, so let me stop yapping and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.